statement, abduction of residents Uluho, sub-county. Is that by Honorable Humi, I think? So I'll say, I don't want to reproduce the statement, but regarding the whereabouts of Mr. Mohammed Yaro, on 12 February 2026 at about 9:35 hours, Mr. Marian Aden reported that at Ulugo police station that her husband Mohammed Yaro has been missing since 6 February 2026. The matter was booked and a missing person signal was circulated to all police stations across the country. Investigation commenced immediately under inquiry number that of the DCI in Ulugo. However, on 7th March 2026, Mr. Ibrahim Kuso Hassan and Mr. Abdul Shakur Mohammed reported that the missing person had been found on 2nd March 2026 in Minjila area within Tana River County and had since been returned to his residence in Ulugo Township. Police officer verified his presence at his residence. Arrangements are underway to record his statement once he is medically stable. Mr. Mohammed is therefore not in the custody of any state agency. He is currently in his residence in Ulugo. And instead of repeating the rest of the statements, I think that should settle that matter, that he is found, he is at his residence. Further statements will be now taken to determine why exactly he was found somewhere in Tana River. And I think the honourable member should concede that we should leave it there. The last part of it is safeguards in place to prevent abductions, arbitrary arrest, and forced disappearance. And I think that's an interest of more members, including Professor, because this is the statement now that captures the essence of dealing with this issue of abductions. I just want to say, Chair, in brief, that under this administration, there have been, where cases of abductions have been reported, a number of cases we have established that person was, they were found, in one case there were a mental health issue, another one was a person who had crossed the border for personal reasons to use Somalia. Now in this case somebody was found in Tana River and so forth. So we are happy every time cases are raised like this and the DCI is able to establish the whereabouts of that person. Of course there are cases where we are still investigating to find out where they are. But there have also been very political cases where people abduct themselves. You know, that the case of a member of parliament, there's a case of a former minister. So these cases are also becoming rampant. There was a case of a young man, and if you want to understand how the judiciary is very unfair to DCI, there was a young man during the protest who was reported by family to have been abducted. And then the judge was so harsh on the part of the DCI. And then that person it was established that he was enjoying his life with his friends. The judge has never apologized to the National Police Service or the DCI. He instead shielded that young man and protected him from accountability. What does that mean? It means that in future, nobody will take seriously cases of abduction, because even where there is real abduction, nobody will take seriously because the judiciary is playing around with serious matter. That young man should have been held into account. The same way with these other politically organized abductions, if we really have to go forward as a nation. However, let me say that, Chair, the following safeguards have been put in place to deal with abductions, arbitrary arrest, and enforced disappearance. One, as per the Constitution, anyone who has been arrested by the police must be produced in court according to the Constitution within 24 hours. We have institutions meant to prevent abuse and accountability. That includes IPOA, Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, the Office of Director of Public Prosecution, Judiciary, among others, that will ensure accountability. We are also bound by international law, including International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, Convention Against Torture, African Charter on Human and People's Rights, among others. Police officers are being trained also on these issues, including the current recruits. That suffices